Hi guys, I'm Donna Caldwell. I'm co-founder of Southern Alabama Paranormal Service, and we just want to thank you for taking a minute to watch the video of who we are.
I'm Jason Caldwell. I'm the founder of Southern Alabama Paranormal Service, and right now we're a 4-member team and we're looking to expand in helping people with their problems of the paranormal.
I've always believed in the paranormal. My mother is a medium, and we always were raised to believe in what you can't see.
My wife and I built the house where we currently live now. We built the house and we noticed strange things happening, dogs barking at us. You know, our dogs love us, we love our dogs, but they're like right in our face almost, and you're like, my God, get them, they're gonna bite me. They're growling, barking, foaming at the mouth, and you're just like, what in the world? But when you really look at them, they're not looking at you, they're looking like right here. So if they're, you know, right here, they're looking right over your shoulder at something, like something standing there. And, you know, it was just weird. Didn't think a whole lot about that at first, but then we'd go outside, come back in, or try to, but the door would be locked. You'd jiggle the knob, and you couldn't get in. Just strange things like that was happening all the time.
The reason why I go out now, why we formed this team, is my husband and I had a few things happening around the house and did a little investigation on our own. We watched a few of the shows that are on TV, caught a couple of ideas from them and movies, and decided that we would try it out in our house.
We did know that there was something going on. Just like if somebody was in your house while you were asleep and you woke up hearing noises, you're not crazy. I mean, you're hearing it. Somebody's breaking into your house or something. I mean, you know. That was how we felt. It was like somebody had broken into our house. You just couldn't see them. You know. So anyway, as time went on, my wife brought home a movie one time, and it was called White Noise, and I'm sure many people have seen that movie. But on the DVD menu, it actually had a part in the menu where they were walking around doing EVPs. You know, I forgot who it was that was doing them, but anyway, they explained what an EVP was, electronic voice phenomena, how to do it and everything. So I thought, I wonder if I could do that. So I went to the back room, and I was like, is there anybody here? If there is, just tell me your name. Speak as loudly as possible so I can hear you clearly when I play this back. And came back, you know, I let it play. I walked out of the room, let it play, probably about 45 hours, let it record for about 45 minutes. Came back in, stopped everything, hooked it up to the computer, put my earphones on, listened to it. Right after I say, just want to know who you are, tell me your name, speak loudly as possible so I can hear you, you know, when I review everything. Right after, dramatic, you know, whatever, right after I asked that on the recording, you hear, yes, my name is Cinda.
Tell me your name, tell me what I can possibly do for you. If you would, just shout so I can hear you as clearly as possible whenever I review everything.
I heard that, and even now, I mean, I get goosebumps. You know, just sitting here thinking about it, because it was the first time I ever heard that. It scared the out of me. Threw my earphones down on the ground, or on the floor, stood up, and ran to my front door. By the time I got to the front door, I said, wait a minute. Just settle down, go back there, and ever since then, when I sat back down, I became totally amazed about what was going on.
We want to prove that ghosts do exist. They are trying to communicate with us every single day, and that people need to be more open-minded to this subject.
I want to prove what I experience exists.
I would like to let people know that the paranormal world is real, that this does happen. There is that in-between stage where I believe it is a spirit that feels like they have not completed something in their life, a spirit that feels like they need to protect, or maybe somebody that died so quickly that they don't even realize that they're gone. I think that the spiritual world is a taboo, and I just think that it's a subject that a lot of people think that you're crazy if you talk about it.
They'll let go of that and start talking to people. Where people start talking about this, maybe we can start finding real answers.
There's a story that my mother always tells me of when I first came home from the hospital, and my father is a skeptic. He woke up in the middle of the night to an apparition standing over my crib, and all of a sudden tried to wake up my mother, and she told him to go back to sleep, that it was fine. He looked up and the apparition was gone. He laid his head back down on the pillow and he felt somebody sit on the bed. To this point he sat up, looked, and it was a older lady just smiling at him. He reached over and turned on the bedside lamp and she was gone. So he's not so much of a skeptic anymore.
I stayed over at one of my best friend's houses, and I went to sleep on his couch in the living room. And I woke up, and when I woke up, it was one of those brief moments where you wake up and you like grab your chest and you can't breathe, and you're like kind of feeling, and you almost felt like you were tied down. You couldn't move, but you could see. And I remember I looked over, laying on the couch, I looked over, and then right there in the doorway, there was a woman, standing there. And then boom, I was out again. And that's all I remember, and I remember it to this day. Woke up, and I went back there where my friend was sleeping, and on his room, and I woke him up and everything. We were walking out, and I was like, dude, you won't believe what I saw. He said, let me guess. It was a woman. Have an open mind. I'll try anything. If people say stay away from Ouija boards, I will take heed of that. I will not use a Ouija board. Did it when I was a kid. I think as well as a lot of kids do, and I can say firsthand that that's something that's not to be messed with. That's very dangerous. But I will operate any of the equipment. I'll train people on the equipment, EVPs, how to use the software, how to listen for EVPs, how to read the EMF, the mel meters, but always open to new ideas. The research of the paranormal is not a proven science. No one can tell me, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. Why? There's nothing written down by anybody saying you can or can't do anything, and if there is, they need to erase that. Because there's nothing proven in this field.
I just believe that you can't prove to a skeptic that the paranormal world is real.
Until you have personal experience, you're not going to believe it. So the people that put on YouTube or whatever, oh, your people are crazy or do this, that's fine. One day they may have a personal experience and it may scare the hell out of them. And they may be calling you or me or another paranormal team to say, oh my God, I need your help.